Hello and welcome to the Next ReeVlog. Excuse the nipples. I just got out the shower. Why am I vlogging whilst half nude, you say? In fact, very nude. This is just a towel. Ooh. Anyway, yes, vlogging. Why now? Simple. Whilst there is much time in the day, not much of it is necessarily usable. There we go. Covered my modesty. I should have a dressing gown belt around here somewhere as well, but I can't seem to see it. Never mind. I will use this yoga stretchy thing. Yeah. So, why am I vlogging now after I immediately got out of the shower? Well, I have a day today, and in that day, I have a date. Ooh. Excited? Yes. Nervous? Yes. So, I was just gonna go through my pre-date rundown. And I also, want to just chillax a bit as well because I don't have to be there till 2. So I'm probably going to leave here sort of half 12, 1-ish, because this morning I need to plan a suitable date outfit, get that attire going on, to represent who I am, but without being too unusual for a first meeting, you know? Then I need to obviously make sure that's all good. Got to have something to eat, ideally earlier rather than later, because I don't want to have the big round I've just eaten belly. I want to have the I'm a warrior bull belly, whatever that means. I'm sure you understand. I would rather look more conventionally attractive. Plus, we're bowling. Can't eat and then do sports, and bowling is obviously a sport. So, got to eat early, but not too early because I don't want to be too hungry whilst I'm there. Those sorts of things. Then, having done those, I need to source a singular flower. Probably going to try Tesco, see what they've got, that sort of thing. And then go there. Probably arrive a bit early. It's what I usually do. I'll just goof around in the car or whatever. But other than the date preparations, hence the shower and the hair remaining down, even though it's going to be super gross because my dressing gown's going to get soaked by my wet hair, it'll dry faster. And I would like it to actually be dry because sometimes it can take far too long to dry. I don't even know what time it is at the moment. My watch is on charge. My phone is recording this. Whatever. But I want to do a bit of exercise. Not enough to become a super sweaty Betty, because obviously that will require another shower. But just a little bit. I've got to get my dailies in, so my 10 push-ups and 10 to 20 kicks, as well as a kung fu form ideally. That's the bare minimum, but I also want to do some work with this bad boy, be it squats, hip thrusts, bench press. I don't really mind. I don't use it very often. I used it a little bit yesterday. I did like 20 odd squats. I can't remember how much weight's on there, but it was good. The fact that I can do that is excellent because my foot with the plantar fasciitis is still a problem. Not a huge problem, but a problem. And some days it is quite bad. It's just less common now, which goes to show the physio is hopefully working. And one of the things they said, bodyweight squats, bam bam. However, like bodyweight squats are all well and good. I need to develop some more muscles, so I figured I'd do some weighted squats as well. That worked out okay. I'll admit my foot did hurt later on that day, but I think it's unrelated due to the time period in between. I was just going for a walk, and that's when it started hurting, and that's very commonly the case regardless. But yeah, so outside of date prep and stuff, because whilst I am excited, I can't just let that be my whole day. It's a date in the afternoon. I've got to do something in the morning, otherwise I'm going to waste time. Something which I'm not a fan of doing. So what am I going to do? Well, I did my tax return yesterday. Last one. Rest in peace, my business. So I've got to do some cleaning, which I also did some of yesterday, but I've got to do some more. And I also will probably play a little bit of a video game. You know what I mean? A little bit of a video game. Let me just put in my password. Boom. 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 There we go. So, video game. Yes. I'm now back to my clicky keyboard because one of my buttons on my other keyboard stopped working. So I was like, oh no, what can I do? So I took the key out, I gave it a clean, and I thought, whilst I'm doing it, I might as well do some more. Now it's not going back together very well. I've got all the buttons, I know where they go, all the keys, but they're not necessarily working. They don't do the springing back up again after you press them type thing. It's problematic. I just had a terrible idea. It's not going to happen, but I noticed my brother got me a gift for Christmas that I don't think I've shown here before. Voila. Maybe recognisable to some of you. Aragorn's dagger from Lord of the Rings. Cannot be sharpened, it will destroy the blade, and it is in no way sharp as things stand. Looks cool though, boom. Very cool. Does a little choppy sound. I don't know whether that'll show up. Doesn't fit in here very well. It's very awkward, but very cool. I was like, I could put together an Aragorn cosplay. Wear that. I'm not going to do it. It's a step too far, perhaps. Though I have said I need to get the ring. It begins with an N, but I can't remember what it's called. At least I think it begins with an N. If I get that ring, then I can do a good cosplay, because I have the sword. Let me grab that. Oh, show and tell today. I'm pretty sure this one's Aragorn's. Ta-da! What is it? Anduril, I think. Oh, that's a big boy. Da-da-da! Very big. But, in effect, I would need some sort of sheath or scabbard for it, I imagine. And then, I'd also need, cloak and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. But I need the ring to be able to do it properly, and the necklace. But who knows? Maybe one day. In the meantime, how long have I been going? 8 minutes. I'm out of 37. I really need to clear my phone. Thankfully, one of the good things about the business being is I can take one of the SIM cards out of my phone, put a memory card in it. Boom. Because I've had that phone 5-6 years, I think, around there. And it is wearing out slowly. Filled up the memory many times. Had to take a bunch of stuff off. Media and stuff. Just put it on the computer. I've got a terabyte external hard drive. Just put it on there. Will I ever look at it? Who knows? Sometimes I do. But whatever. Non-media, I'll use it. If I don't use it, I'll lose it if I delete it. It's a problem. I have a problem. That's fine. Oh, I'm starting to get hungry. Oh yeah. I'll do my exercises first though. There was something else I was going to say. Yes, game. What game am I going to play? Well, I was surprised, in a good way, yesterday. I opened up Steam, as you do, just to see if there were any updates or anything, and I was greeted with the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. I've spoken about Mega Man Battle Network in the past, most likely. It's a Game Boy Advanced game series, and I really loved that first one. One of the best Game Boy Advance games I ever played. Obviously, Pokemon's up there, Harry Potter Prisoner of Azkaban, Mega Man Battle Network. They are the three best games I've ever played. Not necessarily in that order, on Game Boy Advance. I would probably say Mega Man. It's hard. They're all very good. I'm not gonna rank them. I'll regret it if I do. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna play some Mega Man today, because it's unless you're in a battle, there's no urgency for things usually. I can just do it in between doing other things, finding my clothes, doing my exercise, that sort of jazz. Yeah. Yes, there was something else. Oh yes, next weekend I'm DMing a full day, and I'm nervous and I'm not ready. I have maps to do. I have stats to prepare, and I do. Hopefully it'll go well. I imagine a lot of it's going to be pulled right out of my rectum, but that's okay, you know? Okay, I've got to go do my exercise and have something to eat, otherwise my belly will be a grumbly for too long. Also, it's nearly 10 past 7 in the morning, in case anyone was wondering when I was recording this. Yeah, so, what was it? Oh no. Oh no. I've forgotten. This is terrible. I shouldn't be forgetting things like this. What was I talking about? It was D&D. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the ass pull. And it's okay. Ah, yes. Audiobooks. That was the last thing on my to-do list for talking about in this video. I have just got into the fantasy romance genre. A genre that I have read partially in the before time when I was a teenager. However, I hadn't experienced romance as a couple, as it was more than a outgoing experience. I had none of it incoming, and now I have some experience in that regard. It's a much different perspective. I also think that I have matured a bit. I don't know how much I've changed, but that's okay. Who needs to change over a like 14-year period anyway, right? No one, apart from most people do and should anyway. But yes, a friend of mine, they have book club. I saw one of the books that they had in book club last year, so I added it to my Audible list. Recently got around to listening to it. It is quite good. There are pros, there are cons. I would not rank it as highly as they have, but I don't think I'm the intended target audience. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm listening to the sequel now. But it's a good genre. I like the genre. I think with some more experience, I might like to write the genre. But for now, I'm just going to listen, have a good time. But yes, I may or may not do a vlog letting you know how the date went. We'll see. If I never mention it again after this vlog, or the person in particular that I'm going on a date with, I suppose I should be more accurate, then assume it didn't go great. But if I happen to mention them frequently from here on out, not that I vlog frequently, but you know what I mean, assume it went quite well. Anyway, I'm off, and I will catch you cats on the flip flop.